This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, 1-car garage. It's 1,720 square feet. It's about a 7,000 square foot lot. It was built in 1931.
It's open house day for real estate agent Val Vandervoort at this house in Redwood City. The brownies are out, everything in place as a steady stream of agents come in to get their first look of this house.
Right now we're experiencing a very active real estate market.
In fact, in California's Silicon Valley, looking year over year, home sales are up and inventory is down. Palo Alto and Menlo Park are the most extreme examples on the peninsula where agents are seeing a flurry of activity.
You know, when people ask me in a word, it's crazy.
You'll see multiple offer situations where clients will come in and they'll be very well prepared. You see some all cash buyers, others with just tremendous amounts of money down.
In early March, this fixer-upper in Palo Alto generated buzz when it sold over listing price after having 38 offers. Menlo Park homeowner Gautam Nadella says while the market is tough out there, he and his wife got lucky last October. The Nadellas were able to buy their 5-bedroom home in the Sharon Park neighborhood before the house was officially back on the market.
There's something to be said of taking uncertainty out of the selling process and the buying process. And I think, for both the buyer and the seller, the buyer, in this case us, we were able to move quickly, cleanly, with 100% confidence the deal would get done. And as a result, we did not have to go through the bidding process.
Traditionally, agents put homes for sale on the market on the Multiple Listing Service Database, or MLS. But the Silicon Valley Association of Realtors director says while off-market transactions are nothing new, they're becoming more mainstream.
People who, for whatever reason, wish not to have their home on the multiple listing service because of privacy issues or not wanting to be inconvenienced with the sale of their property, and whatever the reason might be, have always used an off-market vehicle.
What we'll tend to do is say what we have coming soon, and we'll send something out to most of the agents who we know are in the know and working hard. And we will say, it's coming soon, but we're not ready to go to market yet. Your phone rings off the hook. You end up saying, we're coming, and boom, all of a sudden you have, 4 offers in your hand.
I probably will do 10% of my sales will never even hit the market this year. They'll just be between agents. And even though it doesn't go to market, we're still seeing multiple offers.
It's estimated that last year, as much as 25 to 30% of listings and sales were off-market in areas like Palo Alto, Menlo Park, and Atherton.
It's expected when a agent takes the property that it will go onto the MLS to give it maximum exposure, but obviously if it's a really hot market, it may very well be that before it gets listed, it gets sold.
The sheer lack of inventory coupled with the high demand is keeping the Silicon Valley market very competitive and leaving some out of the game.
There are agents who are selling homes in 4 days. They could put it on the market on Thursday, and before we can see it on tour on Tuesday, it could be sold, which doesn't do anything, I think, for the sellers. Does a disservice to the sellers, the buyers, and the agents who, can't get to them that quickly before they've already accepted an offer.
In terms of sort of economic theory, this is not necessarily going to lead to the most efficient outcome either for the participants nor for the market overall.
The basic philosophy of real estate is to expose your house to the broadest audience so that you can attract the more interest, therefore competition, maybe elevating the price point a little bit.
The buyers who don't get invited to be part of this are left out, and maybe that's unfair to them that that these properties that in theory presumptively would be available for anybody to buy, that they don't get to make an offer on them because they don't find out they're not invited to make an offer. And then related to that, there's a risk that fair housing laws could be easily evaded in this context.
We've seen plenty of friends that have placed offers where they thought they would get it, and then before you knew it, I'll say it, right? There's, Facebook or LinkedIn or some money like that comes in where they're just putting all cash down.
When you look at the rest of the country or even other cities, it can be literally one city each way where they have a very different market than Menlo Park and Palo Alto do. So it's very, very competitive, really based on the community, the schools, and the panache of wanting to live right here.
Mostly the rest of the country is not experiencing that degree of enthusiasm. However, throughout the country right now, the market seems to be turning.
Only here. Nowhere else in America. Anywhere else in the world, I don't know. Only here.
For the Peninsula Press, this is Vignesh Ramachandran.